Come and get a taste of my mind. Come and take a look behind the scenes. See who's been a five and be a hero every day. I'm on the grind. I won't never ever take a day off. Everything I do is gonna pay off. Your little father time with me, with me, with me. You should try your little father time with me, with me, with me. Come and get a taste of my mind. Come and take a look behind the scenes. See who's been a five and be a hero every day. I'm on the grind. I won't never ever take a day off. Everything I do is gonna pay off. Your little father time with me.
Welcome back to another episode of Father Time with D'Amico and Blair, a podcast where dads talk about balancing fatherhood, relationships, careers, and passions. I'm D'Amico, resident dad to a wackadoo toddler, and this week, Mayari's finally picking a favorite toy. Shout out all the Bluey fans. Bob Bilby is her new favorite toy, and if you're a Bluey fan, you know Bob Bilby is the star of the episode, removes like the idea of screen time for kids. And literally this morning, she just like looked at the toy, hugged it, and says, "I love you so much." And I was like, oh my God, like that's your favorite toy right now. And it is the cutest thing. Cause I never like, I think I had a stuffed animal that I was like a big fan of. I think it was a Donald Duck, to be honest. But like kids have blankies and things like that. This I think is that first thing for Mayari where she's like, I want to walk around with this is my thing. So that was really cute to see.
Oh man, congrats, bro. Yeah, I had like a little gorilla, I think, when I was coming up. So called him Black, just a big ass black gorilla, bro. It was like half of my size. I used to walk around with that thing all the time. But yeah, I am your play partner, host of the Motion Country Cousin Blair, aka Sir Winning Father to the 8-year-old, who is into charades at this exact moment. We've been playing it the last like 3 or 4 times we've hung out. It's like the heads up game that's on the iPhones. She's in love with that shit, bro. Although she's not the greatest at like describing things, she enjoys the hell out of it. So it's probably what we're gonna end up doing tomorrow when I see her. But yeah, man, I love those times.
That's awesome. Yeah, Mayara's in that stage of like she's like it's playtime, you know. Like before, like obviously we always reflect on where we've been as dads. I remember like when we had the show, like first start, like she was starting to walk or all like no now like it's a game. Like her imagination's starting to go places, and she's just it's just full on 2-year-old. Like there ain't no stopping her. All gas, no brakes. Whoa. Before we go any further, huge thanks to the Father Time fam for tuning in. We seriously appreciate you exploring the wild world of fatherhood with us. Join this episode? Then hit that subscribe button right now. Seriously, it's the best way to support the channel and make sure that you're always on time for Father Time. We wouldn't want you to miss out on a single dose of laughter or proud dad talk. Oh, you got a question or a story? Drop it in the comments. And for more content, be sure to follow us at Father Time Pod on all socials. All right, I'm back to the episode. Peace. Speaking of all gas, no brakes, I want to take a moment to shout out us. We've been doing this. I got the YouTube up right now. Our channel had its first birthday because obviously we've been doing this show for a year. But guess what happened today? As
we hit 100 subscribers.
We hit 100 subscribers.
Shout out to all you guys, man, who are like watching on YouTube and everybody who's listening as well. Because I think that's slowly how we've been doing this. So appreciate all you guys, man. That's fucking phenomenal. 100 people, man.
Yeah. Like that, like I'm kind of getting little chills about it because like really thinking about like if there were 100 people in my room right now, like 50 in your room, 50 in mine, I'm like, get the fuck away from me. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, we talked about that last time too. I think like right around season 1. We're talking about like just like the aspects of talking about like talking on this podcast, and I think it was when we hit our first like big amount of people who listened to us on our audio over on Buzzsprout. Like we were getting the numbers there. So yeah, man, it shows that what we're doing is dope. It shows that people enjoyed, at least 100 people enjoyed enough to subscribe and want to know each week what we're doing. And yeah, you guys got us until the end of the year. So more episodes to come, and hopefully by the end of this season, by the end of these this run of seasons this year, we have a few hundred more. That'd be the goal.
That would be so dope. That would be so dope. I don't know if I mean, I definitely think we do a giveaway once we hit 500 subscribers. I think that's huge. I think that's because that's the first step of being able to monetize our show. Shout out to the first 100 to help me pay for my daughter's college fund. That's really what we're doing here. This isn't really a selfish thing for us. Like, yeah, I enjoy seeing myself on camera, but like, my baby need diapers. Okay. Like, luckily that's the next thing we're doing is we're slowly about to potty train. So I'm about to enter some uncharted territory now.
Yeah, it's gonna get hard. Like, that's what
I thought having pink eye was going to be a one and done. There's gonna be yeah, I'm gonna have to clean up a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad, bro. It's gonna be real bad. But no, I'm with you on that, bro. Shout out to the first 100 people to be here. The original 100, just like the off-white collection. No, I think yeah, we definitely give something away at the excuse me, at the 300 mark or the 500 mark, and then we do something big for the 1,000 mark. I think by 1,000 mark we have merch, so we'll be able to actually work our merch into
1,000%. Yeah, I think yeah, it's just it adds a level of validation, and obviously some folks, I mean, you look at other channels and it's like you got 1,000 subscribers here, whatever. Like, it's still just a sense of validation that there is a community that fucks with us, you know. No matter how big or small it is, like, that's love.
Oh,
for whatever for whatever the reason is, you decided to follow or watch or whatever on any piece of content or any episode, like, man, appreciate it. So I actually got a lot of slack because obviously at the time of recording this week, we posted Keith's episode and people were like, you didn't really have a lot to say during that NBA trade talk video. I was like, yeah, it wasn't my bag.
Yeah. Yeah, I posted that in my story too. I was like, bro, it's kind of just like me and Keith chopping it up, and D'Amico sitting there. So we got to get D'Amico.
I'm just learning. I was basically told to sit in the corner and, hey, wait, the girls are talking.
No, that's definitely not how we wanted to make it. No, I think the biggest thing for us, Doug, is in these moments of like trying to, I guess, like, since we got the first 100, trying to get that second 100 and the third, fourth, and fifth. It's like it's kind of just going back to how we started this thing in the first place, where we're reintroducing ourselves and things like that without being without being repetitive to the people who have been here. So we talked about it before, new levels and new wrinkles into the podcast, and this is one of them. D'Amico started last season 3, with a unsung hero or unsung father, or the not talked about father. So who is this week's not forgotten father?
So this week's forgotten fictional father, imagine you are a suburban dad. All right, you're a teacher and you just trying to make to the next paycheck, and you find out, hey, they're doing layoffs. Or, well, you got a family to feed back home. All the while during this day, you piss off one of the scariest coworkers you got, played by Ice Cube. I'm talking about Andy Campbell, played by Charlie Day.
Oh yeah,
in Fist Fight.
Yeah, I remember that, dude.
Song is for you. I don't fuck with you. You little stupid ass bitch. I ain't fucking with you. You little.
Yup. Yeah. Within all of that anxiety of this guy going into a fist fight with Ice Cube, shows up to his daughter's talent show, realizes his daughter is being bullied, and he's like, you know what, we fucking got this. Whatever the song, we got this. And just did it unapologetically. I love that video. And I think I remember seeing that video before becoming a dad, and I was like, oh, I like that. Like, I dare you to fuck with my kid. Without me putting my hands on you, I'm about to put my hands on you.
You a fool.
Like, don't fuck with my kid. Like, That's like telling either one of us how to parent our kid. Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
I've seen the videos, and maybe you can speak to this. I've seen videos of parents going up to other parents. Like, I forget, it may have been a skit, but like, hey, for every time that your kid fucks with my kid, I'm coming here and I'm kicking your ass. Like, that's probably a bit far from me, but I feel that. I feel that.
That's funny as hell,
bro. Like, I
think Daniel Cormier said something like that. He said his kid was at a birthday party and his little boy kept like hitting his little boy, and he was like, "All right, look, so like get your kid, or I'm gonna fuck you up. Like I'm gonna punch your kid, and then I'm gonna punch you. It's like watch the fuck out." And I'm I'm kind of the same way, dog. Like my daughter's gonna be tough, and I want to be able to teach her how to be tough. But like, if we got to take it there, we're gonna take it there. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with my kid. I'll put the fear in God, the fear of God in a child. And
for sure,
it's fairly easy too.
I'm never gonna jump to that, but I will make my presence. But like,
I'll
like,
fuck a kid up. Touch Penelope if you want. She ain't got no brothers or sisters.
That falls on us. That falls on us, bro.
I'll fuck you up if you touch my kid. I'll hold you down while Penelope beats you up.
That's yeah.
Move if you want. Move if you want.
Stump his ass. I feel like at that point, move if you can, because Penelope ain't gonna get off you. Like, she gonna be throwing bows.
Nah, I'm not trying to raise a little project baby. I do have a little project baby at heart. She's a little lover though. She's too cute for this shit. My wife says it all the time though. She's like, man, you have raised a little version of you. Like, yeah, I know. All right, so Charlie Day.
Yeah, Charlie Day, Andy Campbell. Yeah. I don't fuck with you. I mean, fucking love that.
That was a really good scene. He did not know what his daughter was rehearsing for until he got to school. It was like, oh shit.
Oh, are we doing this? All right, I guess we doing this. Like,
yeah.
All right, I'm about it. Whatever you're about, kid, I'm about it. Yeah, that's the forgotten fictional dad of this week. So I got a question for you. I was talking to a good friend of the show, good friend of mine, Mr. Jake Cooper. Shout out Little Sundays Golf. We were talking about smells, and it went to like your favorite smell and all that stuff. And so I had a question. I was thinking about it on the way to work today. I remember the first cologne that I bought for myself, like 2010, like Abercrombie Fierce was that cologne that I had. And then I think I maybe elevated to like a Burberry. And I was thinking, I was like, man, at what point as a man or as a woman, whatever, like, do you elevate or evolve your scent? Like, I'm sure you have you have a signature cologne that like, yo, this is my cologne. I like the way it smells. My wife likes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just got to having 2 or 3. Like,
I think I
rotation.
I got 3,
I think I rotate between the seasons. And I was like, man, like, yeah, when do you discover new ones? Do you think about? And I was like, I want to kind of explore like having multiple scents. And I was like, I'm comfortable enough now. If I smell another good smelling person, I'm like, yo, what you rocking with today, bro? Like, whatever that is, that's fucking fire.
Yeah, I tell niggas me. So don't ever ask me what I smell like. Nigga, I smell like me. I don't know what you're talking about.
No trade secrets. That's the only thing he gatekeeping over here. I smell like me, bro.
No, I'll give you guys the one that I do enjoy the most. One of my favorite scents. It's Versace's Dylan Blue. It's fire as hell. And I ain't gonna gatekeep this one either. You ain't gotta spin the bag to smell good, dog. If you don't know, and this ain't a plug because they don't work with us. They don't pay us for this at all. But this is just like me talking to the fellas out there. There is a time where you want to smell good for a lady. Like, I don't know exactly when it was for me, But it was like right around the time when I got with my wife. I was like, all right, so I mean, I know I'm not gonna smell. I'm not gonna stink, but like I want to have like a smell like when I give her a hug that like she embraces that.
Mm-hmm.
Or like my daughter, like when my daughter grows up, she's like, oh, my daddy smelled like this. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always wanted something like that. So I went to dossier.com or .co, I think, DOSSIER,
Mm-hmm.
and I just did quizzes on there. I typed in like what I wanted to smell like. I went to Macy's and tried on colognes and like smell different shit. And I kind of picked and chose what I felt like was a good scent for me. It started off with this little cologne that came in like a grenade, like a black grenade looking thing. Went from that to I couldn't find that ever again, so I explained it to the lady at Macy's, and she was like, "Oh, you might like this then." And I was like, "No, I don't like that." I forgot what it was. It was another Versace one. Excuse me. Yeah, it was another Versace one. But I was like, I don't like that one. Favorite color is blue. Saw the Dylan blue, and I was like, what about that? And she gave it to me, smelled, and I was like, this is killer. Bought one bottle from Macy's. It was $150, and I was like, I'll never spend $150 for something the size of my palm
that you can bring onto the airport without checking a bag.
Without them like freaking out on you. So I was like, never do that shit again. So I found Dossier and I typed in that, and it came up with not only that, but it also came up with different flavors, different smells, based off of the Dylan Blue. So I got Dylan Blue from Dossier, and then a different one that was like a YSL one, and the YSL one was really good. But my mother-in-law fucking loves the Versace one. She loves Dylan Blue.
Got you.
And then I got this secret one, dog, that, you know, I can't tell nobody about. That's the one that, hey, that smell like me. When you smell me, you smell that. Hey, that just smell like me. Don't ask me no questions. Yeah.
Nigga picked it up off the tables that folks have on 47th Street over here on the south side.
No. I had somebody make this for me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I had somebody look at me and was like, I got it. I got you. I got you, Playboy.
All right, well then I need to know who that person is.
Yeah, I get you that dude.
I need to be blessed. That was something that I was thinking about, because in having my conversation this afternoon, I was talking about, like, I remember my dad had a signature scent, and I remember, I don't think this was the cologne that he was wearing, but I just remember, like, iconically, that Michael Jordan cologne when he first came out with that, like, it was the silhouette of the bald head. I was like, everyone was wearing it or buying it or whatever, but I want to say that my dad's cologne was like a Giorgio Armani thing. And then we're in talking, I was like, I mean, it was a signature, like kind of what you were describing for Alma and Penelope. Like, you want that there to be a signature Blair scent. Like, hey, if I ever miss Dad or I miss Blair, like, I'm going to smell this and it's going to bring me back or something. I thought about that for my dad, and I was like, I mean, yeah, but like, no, I don't want to smell like my dad. I want to smell like me.
Yeah, it's like a balance. So do you have something that you like, a cologne that you go to, or are you rocking
it? Right now it's Burberry. It's a Burberry London. It's got that typical Burberry pattern around the bottle. That's the one that I rock. That it's more of like my fall line. I do have a spring summer cologne, but I don't know the name of it offhand.
Trying to get y'all the right one. Again, y'all can't have what I got. I can't give you me.
It's like that scene from New Girl. Schmidt trying to steal Winston's sparkle.
It's my favorite. Find out where Winston gets his sparkle, and then steal it.
Oh.
You were going to steal my sparkle? Go, give me that.
The one that you guys are going to want to go for, if you got a little cash on you and you're going to go to like a Macy's or whatever the case may be, you're going to look for a YSL L''HOMME. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I know
that's
French.
Hella French. Hella French.
It's French as fuck. L'Homme.
Yeah.
But that's what you want to go for. And if you're on Dossier, you're gonna go for a brand called Woody Basil. And you're gonna be like, oh, that sounds. I'm telling you, bro. Little here, little on the right wrist, little on the left wrist, up under the ears, and then put it in like your hug spot. That's what I call it, like from arm to arm. Every time you walk past a person, every time you get somebody a hug, every time you get somebody a handshake, that fragrance pops off, and the Woody Basil pops, bro. It holds and it pops. I'm like, yeah, this is the one. So that's the game I'm giving y'all.
But that's it. Don't ask him for no more. Yeah, this morning I was just feeling real good. I get off the green line and I'm walking downtown. Now it's cold as shit here in Chicago, but a song comes on that I hadn't heard in a fucking minute. Shout out my nigga T.I. Bro, T.I. was that dude.
Bro, yeah, we've talked
still
about that.
Is that dude. And so I went down. Well, I mean, if you go back and listen to his catalog, it still holds. Like I in my it's
yes, yeah.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. And so I was listening to first it was Swagger Like Us, which is one of his newer songs from his time of being like peak T.I. But then the next song was You Don't Know Me. And I was thinking when that song came out, I was like, nigga, my ass was knee deep in the like being a Catholic schoolboy type person, like with my navy blue pants and white polo. I had no business singing that song with all the gusto that I did, knowing my ass was never about to be like, nigga, you don't know me. No, I should not have been singing it so aggressively.
T.I. made it so where everybody could feel that aggressive, and I don't knock him. I think everybody should have felt it. Everybody should have done it.
I mean, it's very much like a Not Like Us. That's what I was imagining. I was like, I'm imagining like suburban moms now listening to Not Like Us and doing that little shimmy shake. That's what they're doing in their kitchens right now. They're doing it the same way that I was like, you'll know me. Like that's what they're doing.
You are a fool, nigga.
You've seen the TikTok videos. Oh, mom on her way to the laundry. Say Drake. All that.
Say Drake. I hear you like him. Yeah. Say Drake. No, I'll give you dog. It's crazy because when you bring up that exact song, I remember I think probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago I was in the car with my wife. We were driving somewhere, and I played that song on purpose. And I used to get dressed in the morning, getting ready for school, going so hard to Top Back, the remix though. Like not the regular joint, the remix where he take this hat off at the end and throw it at the fucking screen. Bro. Or the T.I. versus T.I.P. album. I'm a Gemini motherfucker. I definitely thought that was me. I was like, oh, I'm rapping to myself. Nigga, like, what we on right now? Bro, I'm talking about my little skinny ass was out here popping my shit like I was that dude. Man, shout out to T.I. You're right. T.I.
Bro, that came out in
skinny niggas.
Man, bro, that came out in 2004. My ass was in high school.
I think I was 14.
I'm on my way to a high school golf match. Like, nigga, you don't know me. Yeah, man. What? You couldn't tell me nothing. I think that was either the first or second ringtone I ever bought. I think the first ringtone was How We Do by The Game.
Oh, man. How you niggas acting bad? You gonna have
bro. I was just singing that song with Mayari, and I was like flowing in and out of saying nigga in front of Kate, and I was like, oh man, this is probably the moment she's gonna learn this word. And then so I started holding back, and I was like, yeah, I can't.
Hey,
I want
to. For our listeners, my head is all the way back, and my head is shaking left to right.
It's hard for me to imagine, and it's because I've never had to do this because I'm black. All right.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to imagine someone listening to a song like that and not saying nigga. it's very hard. Like I because I've never had to do it. I could not imagine turning off a word.
I ask my wife all the time what she do with it, and she was like, "I hear them say it, but I don't." I was like, "Then what did like?" Because in my head, whenever I hear things,
You're
I'm
saying
saying
it to
it in my inner head, like my inner ear is saying it. So I'm
So
like, "What
I
is
got
your
something
inner
for
ear
this. Yeah.
saying when you don't?" And she was like, "I just put bitch in there," and I'm like,
That don't slap the same, but I get it. Yeah, I get it.
"Yeah, like respectfully," but I'm like, "Babe, like you also brown. Like if you slip that bitch out, I'm not gonna be mad." She's like, "Don't ever. I'm not gonna ever say it. Stop trying to make me say it." So we don't try to make her say it anymore.
So it's funny that you talk about that because I mean, Kate, she teaches English. She teaches American literature. Like she teaches that. So she covers Black History Month. She covers Black authors and authors that cover that spectrum. She like teaches in a predominantly Black school.
Yep.
Babies, they can say it.
Yep.
And she has to teach around it. And she lets the author do the speaking. Like she never says it, but I was like, man, like, yeah. So it's a very interesting thing that I could never imagine just turning off a word.
When I'm around Goose, it's very hard. It's hard. Like her mom too. Like her mom is white, but I also lived with this girl. Like damn, there was. I mean, I figured I was going to be with this person for the rest of my life because we had a kid together. So she knows exactly who I am. Her and her boyfriend Ryan, they both know that person, place, thing, object does not matter. Nigga. Look at that nigga right there.
You know what the funny thing for me is the audience that watches and listens to this show. If you know me, for some reason, this is not how I talk in public. Like I'm, you're saying, like I'm that way. Like how you're saying, like you're plausible.
Let me ask you that because that's something we talk about. Like when we talk about like the work and shit. So like we've been talking to you guys, and like if you listen in this season, you've kind of heard us talk about how we're trying to evolve the pod. I kind of said it earlier in the pod too. Kind of tell me what it's like, because like I know this isn't, and you were just saying it a little bit before, this isn't how you are at work. So kind of tell me what it's like for you to not, I guess, like work in a place where you can be yourself 100%, but having something where your people that you work with can have such access to your real self. Like, what is that like?
It's strange. It's something that I am constantly battling. Like it's it's really strange. Yeah, I don't know how else to put it. It's
Is it the same way with your in-laws though?
No.
So your in-laws know who you are. Like you can speak. Not like I'm not like
I don't speak freely because
I'm not get out asking. I'm not asking you like get out type questions. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that like her family's like that, but like
no.
You can speak freely if you decided to. You be able to speak freely, or if they're watching this, they're not shocked at who you are.
Yeah, I don't think they're shocked at who I am.
For sure.
I don't think they're shocked at who I am. I definitely don't talk this way in front of them. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm constantly flipping in and out of code switching of whatever the situation calls for. I feel like that's what we're kind of dancing towards anyway, as far as the conversation is going.
Yeah, legit. Because I guess I can be like a little bit more like spot on when I ask this question. What is it like kind of knowing that Jake watches this? And I guess we cut this part out. No, we won't.
We'll see.
What is it like kind of knowing that like there is a guy that you've had on the pod like Jake, who is so close to you at work and kind of close to you as like a friend, one of your boys, and like knowing that he's been on the pod and I am how I am. Like for the people who don't know, like I'm a barber, so I'm gonna talk the way I want all the fucking time. Unless like my kid or your kid is around, like I'm only respectful to children. and my in-laws and my mom, like, I don't like, fuck shit bitch around my mother.
Yeah.
But like, I call my mom nigga all the time.
Yeah. See, yeah. So like that's the same way that I would say I interact with my in-laws. It's like they're an extension of my parentals because they're like, that's my father-in-law, that's my mother-in-law. So I look at them in that same regard. I don't do that stuff in front of my mom or my dad when we talk. Like, I don't really curse. I may drop a like fuck or some shit. Like, now that I'm older and I got a kid, I'm a whole ass human being right now. Like, I've got a 2-year-old. Like, I'm gonna say shit.
I'm a grown up.
And I may say nigga with my dad, like when the conversation calls for it and I need to be very specific about something. But with my mom, I don't do it because she's Filipino. Like, it doesn't, the word, it carries a different weight for that audience. It's not a term of endearment. They don't hear it that way.
For sure.
And so I think that's probably why I don't use it as freely. But going back to like having Jake on the show, that was something I was actually very nervous about. Like, we have talked about it and we're bringing it up right now. Like, there is that sense of anxiety or fear of allowing your professional world to see you personally.
Yeah.
And this was going to be the biggest way to do it, which is having a colleague come onto a platform with my co-host and myself talking very freely. I thank you, kind of like how I thank Kate for allowing me the space to be authentically me. You provide an additional avenue for me to be authentically myself and feel comfortable in doing it. For sure. Like that is like this, when you see this, when whoever watches, this is the truest form of who D'Amico is. This is it.
Fuck yes.
This is Mayari, this is your dad. This is your papa. This is like, I'm just a goofball.
By the time you watching this little show, they're like, your daddy's gonna be who he is 100% of the time, because you guys are gonna be in Oregon by then, living with Uncle B, around Uncle B. So,
and by then I will have known I would have stolen his sparkle. I'm gonna see the cologne.
No, you won't. That's the thing.
Nigga have that next to the Blammy, just in lock and key.
I have like little travel size cases that I'll just like when I go places, I'll just like put it in that and then just leave it. There's no markings. You know what I'm saying?
I'm imagining a Space Jam with the Michael Jordan water bottle. That's Mike's secret sauce. Yeah, that's it right there. That's
Bishop's secret shit. You know what I'm saying? Winnie's secret shit. You know what I'm saying?
I have one fan question that I'm really kind of curious about. So we can kind of go down some fan questions here. First one is, what is your comfort food? Like the meal that like, yo, this is it. Like as extravagant or as like low as you want it to be. Like whatever that is, like what just makes you feel like
soul food, no matter what it is. But I just made it the other day, actually. I think this past Sunday. Barbecue ribs, mac and cheese, yams, collard greens, beans and rice, cornbread. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely it. That's definitely it.
Sushi's my like.
I think you told me that before too. Man. That's so odd, bro.
How's that? Never know.
Comfort food is supposed to be something that's like eaten with your hands and like fulfilling and heavy. Like it's supposed to make you feel fuzzy and warm. How does sushi?
Look, I told you I just told you my. Look, I feel comfortable. I'll eat. I'll go in on $80.
Yeah, and that's also the thing. That's a lot of fucking money for a little bit of food.
There are some all you can eat sushi spots in the suburbs of Chicago that people have recommended to me. I don't know if I can do that. Like man,
my wife will take you to a few out here in Oregon. Like she fucks with the sushi big time, my nigga. Like it's her thing.
I think
She still ain't got me eating
like
shit.
what I don't know. Is it slothing? Whatever one of the seven deadly sins of like gluttony or what I forget. I
It's gluttony, like eating too much. Like
yeah,
yeah.
like that's when I eat. Like
Indulge. I don't.
I have to like I like to eat at home. Like I told this to Kate, she's like, when we go out, like you don't really eat a lot, but when we're at home, you eat. I'm like, yeah, it's weird. Like I don't want the world to see me stuff my face. Like I enjoy
I
eating.
feel on that. Yeah, I feel on that. Like, I definitely eat like a little rabbit when I'm out.
Yeah,
Usually, like,
I'm
converse.
definitely not ordering a salad, but like I'm just like finger food because I'm not gonna have.
Oh yeah,
Kate
definitely chicken tenders and French fries. I'm not.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not.
slapping a steak
I'm
down.
not. Yeah, I'm not doing a whole slab of ribs and just going
Nah.
in. I shouldn't need fucking baby wipes. I shouldn't need
After
them.
dinner, yeah. Out when you're eating out, yes, for
When you're
sure.
eating out. Like
Yeah.
I get it. If you're at a sports bar, you're gonna grab some wings or whatever. But like that's basically a chicken tender. But like you shouldn't be like,
Slopping your fingies, man. Get the fuck out of here. Nasty.
Oh man. If you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would you go and what's the first thing you would do there? No budget. Anything you got. With whoever you got.
I'll take the family to Africa. I think I've said this in the last episode.
Anywhere specific?
Nigeria. That's just where I'm from originally. Like my people are originally from Africa, Nigeria. So I would go to Nigeria. We would explore. I know exactly the like tribe of people that I'm from.
That's cool.
The Folu people. So I would go to like a village of where they're at. I would try to like walk around native places. That would be one of the first things I did. And the second thing I would do is eat. I would try to eat as much native food as possible. Give me some fufu and some jollof rice. Winter jollof rice. If you know, you know.
And I don't know. I need to know.
It's good shit.
I need to know. If I could go anywhere right now, I don't want to put like what my bucket list spots were that we had mentioned last episode. I would say yeah, probably Spain, to be honest. Like Kate's always said, like I've never been out of the country, but she's like, the vibe of Madrid, like that would be something you would like. Catching a Real Madrid football game would be dope. And I love Spanish food, so like paella, that like spicy seafood rice type stuff. Like that's my jam. So I think that would probably be the first place that I would go. All right, next fan question. I feel like this is a controversial one for most folks. I mean, everyone asks it. Pineapple on pizza.
That's an easy
hard pass. That's a hard pass.
Penelope likes that shit. I'm trying to get her out of it.
Really?
Dude, she legit gets like frustrated whenever I tell her she can't do that. I'm like, that's just like something. As a
so what's your reasoning? Because I know people.
It's not good. I mean, I will say unless it's on like tacos, like carnitas.
Okay.
Carnitas,
like a salsa type thing. Yeah.
No, like carnitas is like cooked with like pineapple. So like the pineapple rings on top or on the sides of the meat, and they just slice it off. So that's pretty good because like that's how it's supposed to be made. But like you're telling me tomato sauce, American cheese, Canadian bacon, and Hawaiian pineapple is a good flavor palette for people? Nah, slap yourself. Slap yourself.
Got it. Yeah, I'm going to also say no, but I have had it, and I'm like, all right, I can see the combinations of sweet and savory. I get it. It is a weird texture to feel on a pizza. But I mean, I know people that put like, this is not something I do. I don't put ranch dressing on my pizza.
No.
I mean, I know people that do, and they
pizza.
swear by it.
My wife.
Yeah.
Just eat the pizza. My thing is like, I probably am the oddball out on this, unless it's like Chicago style pizza, like legit Chicago style pizza.
Like the thin stuff? Or you yeah, because deep dish is deep dish.
Yeah, deep. I'm talking about like the real Chicago
Like
style pizza, like
Italian
the
fiesta.
Italian fiesta Chicago
That's the
style
bar.
pizza.
That they actually had that at D Rose's last game at Simeon.
No, they didn't.
I was like, bro, this is hella Chicago. I love it.
This is like the best. This is the greatest. But yeah, unless it's like Chicago fiesta pizza, there's no like I truly enjoy just a barbecue type pizza, like barbecue,
like a barbecue chicken type pizza.
Not even, it don't gotta be chicken sometimes. Like, give me barbecue, give me pepperoni, give me bacon, give me barbecue, give me chicken, give me bacon, give me like a Philly cheesesteak pizza. Like, I'll take all those. I'm just not the biggest fan of red sauce sometimes. I like red sauce on pasta only. Shout out to my Italianos.
Italianos. Golf question.
Okay.
We're not a golf podcast, but golf question. Favorite club in the bag right now? This is obviously for you because even though it is winter, you've still played more golf than out of the two of us.
Yeah, shout out to the this is a great question also. Shout out to winter golf this year in Oregon not being as muddy and as snowy. So it wasn't rainy, it wasn't snowy. It was just fucking cold as hell. I'm talking about like I was playing golf in 30-degree weather. And that's also when I play in the summertime. I know what the fuck I'm doing. And I know where the ball should be going. Also, sidebar, starting tonight, which is the 20th of February, moving forward, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I will be streaming on twitch.tv. I'll be playing the PGA 2K25 game that's coming out tonight at 9 p.m. So I'll be playing that tonight, but also playing Marvel Rivals as much as I can and Rainbow Six Siege. So come check me out. And also possibly doing some like quick chats with my dog, just like quick hitters. So favorite club in the bag right now is the 8-iron. It's, I don't know. I don't think it has much flight. So when I do flight it, shout out to Sheldon and Ashton Roberts. Keeping that glove face down as I'm coming back through my swing has helped tremendously. I just got to work on my driver. But other than that, I feel like I'm playing golf a lot better. So this is the year that I work on my handicap. Check me out. The end of this year, I should have a decent handicap from playing at the same golf course. I'm working on it, baby. We're going to get it.
Let's go.
So we're going to turn this bitch back into a golf podcast, a golf daddy podcast.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna plug it here just to kind of hold myself accountable. Your boy's coming out with a golf YouTube. And you know the name. It was almost the name of this show.
It was. I like it.
That's
all right, so cool. I'll start creating golf content and I'll put it on that shit too. That's what we'll do. All right, so check look out for DLD coming soon.
Yeah.
Y'all just get the acronym for right now. Yeah, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for golf this year though. What is your favorite club in general?
In general, I'm gonna say
you talk
60.
about my bad. Hold on. You talk about not playing as much golf as if you didn't play golf to try and get a motherfucking scholarship growing up. It's like riding a bike, cuz like I feel like once you get into it after like 3 weeks of solidly going to the range,
bro,
you'll be all right, my nigga. Chill the fuck out.
Speaking of that to this point right now, because this is a conversation I've had with this person, Jake. I told you, like, he's like, you couldn't outdrive me, you couldn't beat me. I'm like, bro, right now, yeah, I can't. But I'm like, you give me 3 weeks of some solid work, it's a wrap. Bro, it's a wrap.
That's my brother right there.
I'm like, I'm that guy. But I just think, yes, my favorite club is a 60 degree because I love hitting out of the bunker. Like when I was at my peak, I would aim at the bunker if I knew I wasn't going to hit the green, because I was like, if I'm going to miss the green, I got to hit in the bunker because I can at least I was just really good out of the bunker. So yeah, I would say the 60 degree. That's a club that, especially out of the bunker, people will like be scared to shank it. I was just never scared of that, and I was like, I felt like confident. I was like, no, I can get it out of the bunker. I haven't played in 2 years. I can still get it out of a bunker. I'm
That's
not
my
worried about
dog.
leaving the ball in the bunker. Shout out, shout out Roger Steele. He hooked it up with the launch monitor. Your boy's about to go in on this off season, working on the game, because we're gonna show out at a couple golf events this year, and I mean, I can't tee it up with you for the first time and not like have some sort of game.
You ain't got to show off for me, bro. I'm
not that I'm
trash.
showing off, but like, well, I just got to show up, because it's going to be content, like I can't wait to meet you in person. Like I say that like we ain't never met, but like for real though,
We haven't
like,
met, my nigga. Like we haven't met before.
That's so crazy.
We haven't. Like we've never met before, dude. That's like a wild thing to say out loud.
I've never seen you face to face. Like we've never breathed the same air.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's wild to think about.
So wild.
Mm-hmm.
I was
like
obviously
the crazy
thinking
thing
about
is, like we'll be able to knock it out the park when we hit the golf course. It'll be good,
bro. Like I was thinking about that obviously with the episode with Keith. Like I would consider Keith a good friend. I met him through Instagram.
Yeah.
In 2020, 2019.
Oh man, that's so crazy.
He invited me out to a to a photo shoot in Wisconsin, and I'm over here thinking like, this guy's gonna kidnap me in the middle of the night. I'm like, I've never met this person. Kate was like, be careful, turn your location on. Like this was, I was like, I don't know this person. I've never met this person, and I'm gonna go on a boat in the middle of the lake and do a photo shoot.
Yeah, I'm dying today.
Yeah. Let me turn this location on real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But turns out Keith is a real one, bro. Like, shout out Keith, man. I love you, and good, solid dude. Like,
yeah, and great episode today, bro. Great episode. Showed us that we can go back and double back with a couple people and just have like a round talk conversation, kind of catch up on camera. Also, guys, if you're one of the first 100 who are here and you know an episode that you might want us to get another person back where it's like, man, that seemed like it could go on a little longer. Matthew just did it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that like we try to do some of those things. Not saying that we can't get new people, but we would love to be able to talk to some people and just round table catch up on camera. Let us know who you think you would like to have. Do we have any more fan questions?
No.
Okay,
no fan
I have
questions.
a question for you.
Let's do it.
Here we go. So we kind of talked about this in I think it was season 2, end of season 1, beginning of season 2. Things that we kind of want to pass on to our kids, right? We gave like some sentimental answers and things like that. But what are some things right now that you see in Mayari that are mad you or mad Kate? And it's like, damn, bro, like not learned behavior not like learned behavior, but like inherited behavior by blood. Like, what is that?
Ooh, I don't know. To be honest, it's hard to, because I know how I was as a kid. And I see her and I'm like, yeah, this is me. I was a goofy fucking kid, always fucking laughing. Never really going through it, like I was just head in the clouds, just fucking going. We talk about it with Keith's episode, Imaginary Friends. I had one. Didn't really call them my imaginary friend. I was like, no, that's my guardian angel. That's who it was though. Like I imagined it was my grandpa who had passed a couple months before I was born. Like his name is my middle name. Like it's the whole thing. I felt connection there. But yeah, it's hard to think of what exactly Mayari's doing right now that's inherently me, other than just being goofy. But from what I've gathered, Kate wasn't a goofy kid. She was a quirky kid. She was like she was just she was a weird kid. Like she was the kid that while everyone was dressing up as princesses and all that stuff, she wore a Hawaiian shirt for school picture day. Like that was what she did. That's what Mayari does. Like it's March. She's like Halloween. I'm like, all right, yeah, we're gonna wear the pumpkin shirt.
There we go. That's my
So
dog.
yeah, it's I think it's too soon to tell, but also I think the only way I would be able to fully answer that question is if my mom told me, hey, that's how you were.
Got it.
Yeah, I think it's too soon to tell.
So I think
because I don't remember myself at 3.
Yeah, I think just because like Penelope is such a developed person, like attitude wise, personality wise, I definitely see just her attitude being like mine. Good, bad, and indifferent. The little stare downs, her little like her mannerisms. But in a way, it's just like a very humbling thing because a lot of the things that I have to tell Penelope, where I'm like, hey, you're not good. Like not like in a bad way, but I'm like, hey, you don't have to want to be good. Like just try, keep trying. I'm doing that shit now to myself as an adult, and I think it's fucking phenomenal. Because my wife, she'll call me out because I'm like mad at myself about things at the shop, like not getting haircuts for her or things like that. And she's like, "All right, Penelope, you don't got to be right now. Like it's okay." And I'm like, "Fuck." So, no, that was the only question I had for you.
Hold on, that video that made me think of a video that we can react to.
I believe kids, if you want to see what you look like, you look in the mirror. If you want to see who you are, you look at your kids. They are the best reflection of you.
Oh, if you want to see yourself,
you want to see what you look like,
look in the mirror.
Look in the mirror.
You want to see yourself, look at your kids.
You want to see who you are,
yeah,
you look at your kids.
Damn.
They're going to tell you more about who you are as a person than anything else in the world.
That's true.
If they hate your ass, you got to think about why.
Yeah.
That's going to tell you who you are. If they love you, you think about why.
Yeah.
It's still going to speak to who you are.
So with that little conversation we just had about the things that we see that are inherently us within our kids, for some reason that sparked that video for me to bring that up. Because I genuinely do feel that if I want to know the man that I've grown to be, I just have to look at Mayari. I have to see how the world sees me, and by world I mean Mayari and Kate, my close circle, you. Like that's my measuring stick. And so I saw that, or I was hearing you talk about the things that are inherently you that you see in Mayari or see in Penelope. And it just reminded me of that video of like, yeah, you want to see what you look like, go look in the mirror. But if you want to see who you are, look at your kid. Like that. I was like, man, that's telling in both ways. Like if they hate you, they're scared of you or whatever, that tells you who you are. If they love you, respect you, adore you, that shows you who you are. It goes back to the video you'd recommended or we watched last week. Be the man the moment requires. Like that's such a good quote. I have it queued up for an audiobook, but like that's a fucking bar of a quote. Like if everyone thought that way, the world would be a better place. In the moment, being the person that you're like that the moment requires, man, talk about holding yourself accountable.
Yeah, that's really truthfully what I got from what bro was saying too, is like your wife and your daughter or your wife and your kids in public, they'll let the world know who you are. If your wife is rolling your eyes whenever you're telling stories or huffing and puffing, she know you're a lying ass motherfucker. If your kids are like very blatantly in public getting away from you, or if your children don't get excited when they're in the presence of your household or where you are, you aren't. I mean, this is just my opinion. It doesn't necessarily mean that I am right. I believe my daughter enjoys kicking it and waking up and just being here without needing to do things because she is comfortable here. She is her 100% self, whether that's goofy, whether that's her being a jerk, whether that's her just being like locked in and just wants to like color and paint. she's comfortable just like locking in her own room. She doesn't feel like she needs to be seen by me every day. So I believe that that's the measure of like the comfortability of your child. And like, again, like I said, if your wife is rolling her eyes and huffing and puffing whenever you're talking, she knows that she really ain't saying shit because you really don't try to do shit at the house. She like what the actions that you portray get shown in public, especially when a little bit of that get into the system. Motherfuckers start to drink. It truly will. A drunk mind speaks a sober heart.
Bro, that last part of like the rolling the eyes, that hits for me for some reason, and it's I can't tell Kate, hey, these are the things that I want. Like, hey, I want to be successful. I want to be great. I want the podcast to be successful. I want our marriage. Like, if she doesn't see that I put the work in to do that. Hey, I want to be in better shape. I want to wake up every day at 4:00. If she sees me hit snooze, then she sees me hit snooze on something that I said I was committed to. If I want to see who I am, like I just have to look at how my world receives me, which is Mayari and Kate. I think that says a lot. It'll be interesting to see when that moment comes when I do recognize things in Mayari that are inherently me. When I think back to like how I was in high school, I can't quite see Mayari doing anything that I was doing. Not that I was doing anything wrong, but like I don't think I did anything too crazy. I don't know.
No, I think
I was hella quirky. I was just like
you were yourself now, but just shyer.
Way shyer.
Yeah, like and all Mayari is going to be is you and Kate, not shy at all.
Now, that's the thing. That's dangerous.
That's how. That's exactly how I feel about Penelope. Dude, I'm like, Penelope has the freedom to speak her mind, and we don't get mad as parents. And she has 4 people who believe that she has that. She also has my attitude and my like bullheadedness. She negotiates her ass off, and I've like given her the option of like, yo, if you can negotiate and actually like persuade me on like your point of view, then I would change my mind. I have no problem doing that, but make it make sense.
We could ramble on and find ourselves into a weird conversation, but yo ass need to eat something, and
I do for sure.
My ass needs to go to sleep.
Yeah, we don't need another 9 o'clock exit. But for sure, yeah. So if you are one of the first 100, tell one person that you know who's a father to come over and subscribe. And if you've already told one, tell another to tell another. And then we'll get to that 500 point very fast. This is my brother D'Amico. I am your play partner, host of Motion Country Cousin Blair, aka Sir Winnie. This has been Father Time. We appreciate you guys for being here, man. You could have been anywhere in the world, but decided to watch and or listen. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, because that is actually how the algorithm works. Make sure you tell somebody that you love them because we love you. Peace.
Come and take a look behind the scenes. See who's been a father, superhero every day. I'm on the grind. I won't never ever take a day off. Everything I do is gonna pay off. Your little father time with me, with me, with me. You should try your little father time with me, with me, with me.